King News, my wonderful, wonderful people. It's happening already. Tinubu, Atiku, or Peter Obi, Northern Elders Forum drop hints on the preferred presidential candidate they will go with. Before now, there have been a lot of speculations who they would prefer to go with. But as it stands, they have decided to make a pick between the guys we have currently right now. Northern Elders have decided to go with one of the presidential candidates, and they are making a very big announcement, and everybody is wondering why the choice they have picked. You will be surprised to know who has been picked and why they've decided to go that route. Picking a presidential candidate at this point in time is very critical in our nation because the elections is just around the corner. Every single one of us wants the best for this country, as the country has suffered a lot in the hands of bad leadership. But while we go about this, we go ahead to affect each and every one of us. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Tinubu, Atiku, or Peter Obi, Northern Elders Forum drop hints on the preferred presidential candidate they will endorse. Just a few weeks before the presidential election, the Northern Elders Forum said it is not in a hurry to endorse a preferred presidential candidate. Baba Hamed, NEF, that's Northern Elder Forum spokesman, made this known but gave an assurance that the group will reveal its preferred presidential candidate just before the polls. The Northern Elder Forum spokesman also spoke on the kind of president Nigeria needs to tackle the challenges it is facing. The Northern Elder has explained why it has not endorsed any presidential candidate ahead of the February 25th presidential election. Baba Hamed, NEF spokesperson, said the group will not rush to endorse any presidential candidate despite having a few weeks to the polls, that they are still taking their time to study and to know who exactly needs this and should be Nigeria's leader. Baba Ahmed said is assuring the top candidate in terms of what they are doing and saying, and is watching very carefully. He said the Northern Group is also examining candidates for other seats, including National Assembly and governorship position. The kind of presidential candidate that will make Nigeria better, and the person who will ensure, the kind of person who the North can embrace and can unite Nigeria. The kind of presidential candidate who may not be the popular one, but will make sure our support brings him on top to bring Nigeria out of the presidential candidate. One who loves the people, one who has a heart for the people, one who wants to make a difference, one who is sincere and honest. We must not allow this again and again. Very correct, very true. So the Northern Elders are making up their mind with regards to the presidential candidate that they are rooting or going for. And every single one of us begins to understand these areas and understand the navigations that are happening and why we cannot afford to fold our arms and leave things to chance. As it stands at the moment, the issue that we are faced with, these are very, very critical ones. These are days where every single one of us must begin to understand and then look at things more and know exactly who we are rooting for and why we are going for such a candidate. Because if we stay back and do nothing, you'll be shocked and surprised, what will become of us. So the issue here is, why are we going, or why are we taking the steps that we are taking? And how are those steps, going to help us going forward? Why do we do what we do? What can we do differently? And how can we serve or save the situation currently we are faced with? There are all kinds of things happening now. And the issue here is that every person is responsible for who becomes Nigeria's next president. And this is why we must continue to advocate for the best of leadership and do not take it, take it lightly. Northern Elders are going for the candidate they feel or deem best should be Nigeria's president, but what are you saying? Have you gotten your PVC? Are you ready to vote? Are you ready to turn things up? Are you ready to make a difference? What are you doing? And why are we doing what we're doing? Okay, so this must come to an end. We must all work together and ensure that we do not allow the same thing over and over again. Okay, and bring Nigeria out of the current spree of, of things that are happening, so that truly we can, make a difference and make this nation a better place. Every single one of us have got a duty, and what we need to do is to ensure that we work at it and do not allow the same thing to hold us back. The issues here on ground are for a long time kept this nation backward, because people who are not qualified, that cannot even look after themselves, have been saddled with the tax of looking after a nation. At the end of the day, see where we are. You see where we are. And so this is why every single one of us must ensure that we do not allow the same thing over and over again. Let's work at it. Let's ensure that at the end of the day, things change and this nation become a better place. Let's do all we possibly can. And let's bring Nigeria out of the present predicament and make sure that this country becomes what it needs to be. Yes, it is a matter of urgent attention. It is a matter that we cannot sit back there and think that it will suddenly happen, okay? And think that everything has suddenly changed. No, no. Every single one of us have got a duty in all of this. And everybody, all our parts, it comes together, is knitted together to make this difference. Yes, is knitted together as one big entity. So whatever it takes for us to get the right candidate, it is now or never. And we must all work at it and ensure that at the end of the day, we do all that is needed, necessary to change the course of the nation. Yes? Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can have all our latest news. Remember, you have a voice. Every single one of us must contribute meaningfully and ensure that at the end of the day, we do everything we can to get this nation changed and, secured from everyone and those people who wants to destroy it. Yes? God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. From us is bye for now. Remember, you are important. Bye-bye.